Bang.
We live, baby.
We live.
Shout out to everybody who was waiting in the chat room. You guys are the ish right now. Shout out to you guys. So all y'all that was waiting. Thank you guys for tuning in to a special episode. Usually we're here on Wednesdays.
We're back for Finesse Mondays.
Yeah.
Just for today. Just for today. Just for today.
I didn't even think about it.
Exactly. We pulled a quick
Monday.
Finesse Monday because we had to finesse something real quick. Battle rap fans, y'all don't even have to wait to the end of the show. Y'all don't even gotta listen to our Cardi B drama today, cause we going right into the battle rap talk.
Right. Fuck Alexis Sky. Fuck Black China. Fuck all this craziness going on right now. We got some real shit to talk about.
Screw R. Kelly. We ain't jacking that no more. We talking champions of the year. So since this weekend, everybody was talking champion of this year. It's only right we have the original first champion in the building.
The ex-champion.
Ever.
Jersey. Arguable.
Arguably.
All right. Make some noise for Old Red. We got Old Red in the building, y'all. Thank everybody for tuning in, for holding it down and waiting for Old Red. We did schedule to have Old Red before the Orlando trip,
Like
but Unc
2
was
weeks
like, I need to
ago.
go get my spray tan before Orlando. And
He needed the Miami sun this time around. Yeah. Is it?
the phone.
Oh, sorry.
She's like, yeah, we good.
It locked on me. So just whatever's there, just go for
Red,
it.
how you feeling? Shout out to Old Red that's in the building. You know, we all Jersey right here.
So they gotta come up off here.
Okay, talk about it. So now, you just made a very good statement that we heard you tell Unc. He said, it was 2017 champion, and you said you're gonna be 2019 champion.
Yes, man, 2019, baby. It wasn't back to back, but you know, I could understand the little break. I mean, it was a lot of people that definitely deserved it this year. Shout out to Geechee who won it this year. You know, definitely had one of the craziest
Definitely shout
years
out
as
to
a new,
Geechee.
battle rapper.
Right. So if anybody didn't know, you know now. Geechee.
Red needs to come in.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Geechee got champion of the year for this year. So shout out to Geechee. Now, like when Red got it, Red was already in the game and it was on some You know, it's undeniable that this man deserves it. For Geechee to get it this year, this was like a newcomer coming in, and it was basically like not only were you, what's the word, rookie of the year, you could say, but they considered it champion of the year. Now, when they do the champion, what do they base it on? All rounds, not messing up around. What is it?
What is the science?
It's a lot of things that actually come into play with it. I don't know.
Because they don't invite us to these
I don't know.
things.
They don't invite me either, you know. But it is what it is. I tried to get up in there this year so I could, you know, finagle the vote, get me a little higher than where I was at. But they already know I'm biased, so they wasn't. But yeah, a lot of things come into play. You know, not just your rounds themselves, your material. Your victories, your losses even come into play, and the impact of the battles that you had. You know? And I think for a lot of people, the cornerstone of what really got Geechee champion of the year this year was the three-peat for champion of the night. You know, that was never done before.
Never,
you know,
never. That was crazy.
So break into that a little bit. What was it that happened?
He had got what it was like. He got battle of the night. Like rounds of like it was all three.
Champion of the night goes to the best performance from a single battle on the card. Okay. You know, and he did it 3 times in a row. You know, so that was crazy. And it wasn't no cards where it was some up and coming nobodies and shit like that. You know, it was names on there. Like he won champion of the night twice while I was on the card. Twice with DNA on the card. Hitman Holla. You know, like it was some names up there.
It was undeniable that he deserved it.
Yeah, definitely.
This year, and now everybody was the big talk of whether he should get it or K-Shine. We was big advocates on Pat Stay deserving it this year. So before they got down to it, besides yourself, who did you think deserved this year? He's like me still.
It's crazy, because it's the same thing with last year. I'm like, yo, you can't get, it's no wrong answer to it, you know, because there's so many people who deserved it. I felt like all 3 of them deserved it, my own personal pick was K-Shine because I personally felt like he beat Geechee, at Volume 3. Some people don't agree with that. It was a close battle. It was a debatable battle. So I definitely understand.
You don't think he sounded unlike himself?
What with the twerk thing?
I just felt like it was like I was rooting for K-Shine. I think K-Shine is undeniably one of the best. But when it came to that specific battle, I didn't give it to K-Shine because I felt like that wasn't K-Shine. I was like,
I mean, I can see how people say it. Personally, watching K-Shine over the years, I still felt like his material was still K-Shine material. Like, Twerk doesn't punch as much as K-Shine. And we talking about him. K-Shine had a punch for like literally every bar, which I think he might have like overexerted himself. Sometimes you try too hard and it actually backfires on you. So, but I think it was regular K-Shine that I was used to. He did the same thing when he battled Av. He did something similar when he battled me. It just depends on who he's battling.
Right.
Some people he try to outperform, some he try to outbar. As far as the voice and the hand gestures, I would say maybe some of that looked a little similar.
It was his voice to me that was different.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Like, but with the whole voice thing, it's like, it's a touchy subject.
It's a technicality.
So I don't want to I don't want to be too judgmental on it. Like I said, I felt like material wise though, I couldn't picture Twerk saying what K-Shine was saying. Like, he just doesn't do the back-to-back bar thing like that.
I agree with that. Nobody. That's why he was champion, because nobody broke it down like that before. And now, what do you think of them even creating Champion of the Year and having a money incentive?
Yeah, no, it makes this a whole new ball game. Like, the fact that we even talking about it now. Geechee came into I remember this because, like I said, I was the inaugural champion. First champion of the year. Shout out to Geechee. You got the throne now. He got the throne right now, So, but I remember him saying in the beginning of 2018, like, yo, I'm winning champion of the year this year. Wow. And he wasn't the only one who said it. It was incentive for a lot of people. Why not, get some extra money for what you have done throughout the year already anyway.
Right.
So.
And I feel like once it gets mid-year, people start to forget about the whole champion of the year. Everybody gets comfortable. Everybody gets set in their own ways, and they don't really look at it that way.
It's not the same thirst.
Right.
Almost.
And
how did you feel the first time, though?
The crazy part is for some people, they don't really realize they can actually win it until halfway through the year. A lot of people, K-Shine wasn't even in the talks until like
that's a fact.
September. A lot of people wasn't talking about Pat Stay until late November, then in December. So
it makes a difference. Yeah. It's like don't think you in too deep to not get it when it's very possible.
Right.
And now the money wise, I saw Jay Black had the little money counter thing, and Geechee was focused on that money. Boy.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. He ain't had that when he gave me my money. He probably shorted me or something, man.
I counted that shit when
I ain't counting all of it. I got a little tired.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I trust Black.
He's
like, they got it.
And now, how do you feel that? Like V said, how did you feel getting it? Go ahead.
What did you buy with? Anything special?
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to count your pockets, Red.
When you got that money, was it one particular thing that you splurged on and said, "Yo, I'm getting it"? I mean, I know you get a nice fucking payday when you battle, but that's pretty much like free money to you. You didn't have to really work for that money like a battle.
Did you vacay with it?
Right. What did you do?
I spent it on hoes.
On hoes?
And liquor.
I know.
Nah, I'm playing.
He was out there like champion.
Boats and hoes.
Nah, Uncle, right? You feel me? I'm talking about video jobs. I ain't spending on that. It actually went towards business endeavors.
Okay,
smart.
Investing.
It kind of came and went like that. So I was
still
broke.
Back.
I got it in January. I was broken like early, like before Valentine's Day.
You wasn't broke. You was
so
invested.
it didn't even go to Valentine's Day.
No, that's good. He had it all to himself.
Trying to make that money work for me, man.
Definitely, no shame in that. How did you feel hearing your name though when you got it the first time?
It was crazy. Like I said, it was the first year, and it wasn't supposed to be that amount.
Right,
Okay.
right.
You know, so I didn't find out that he was giving me that. It was supposed to be like maybe like $2,500 the first time. You know, so Jay Black went all out and went into his own pocket and did all that. You know, so it was crazy. And then I'm trying to hold it in, like act like I seen 10 bands before, man.
And see, what got to me, I was excited when you got it because I feel like that year, the year before that, you were kind of quiet. Like, you're always humble with it. I never see you, like, you know what I mean? Like, calling everybody trash. Oh, y'all all trash. I'm better than y'all. This is, you always been humble for as long as I've been in this. So, when they started saying, oh, Red talks for Champion of the Year, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jersey. Like, it's about time they started to notice little things instead of picking the names that they always picking.
Right.
That's how I looked at it.
That was you were pretty much on a comeback. 2017 though, right?
Yeah, that was my first year back. That's for like 2 years.
Yep, because it was mad quiet. It was mad quiet.
Yeah, so I was like the first, because that's technically a rookie too.
Because I saw you. I saw you
Jordan
before
was
that.
a rookie when he was a 45, man.
When they did the cipher, we did like a War Report cipher years ago, and then I didn't see Red for like you said, like a good year or so, 2 years, and then he came back and just became champion. And now, pushing back to when you first started battle rapping, because I was telling V that you're one of the exclusive battle rappers. You don't take every single battle that they throw at you. You know what I'm saying? You're very picky with who you battle and when you do battle. So your first battle, can you remember like your first time battling?
My first you mean my first time ever battling on camera, period? Or
All right, so let's do the on camera, because that's different.
My first battle on camera never released.
Okay, who was that?
Mike Moolah from Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was my first one. My first one that actually released was me versus some dude. What's his dude name? Head Ice got me to battle him. Oh my goodness, I feel bad not knowing his name.
Oh, because you big time now, player.
Nah, like, I ain't even trying to be bougie
know.
right now. Like my memory just hideous, you know. So.
And do you remember being nervous? All right, how about on like that? You knew it was going on YouTube on the big stage.
Nah, it ain't bothering me because I was doing battles and stuff when I was in high school. Like,
okay,
I missed out on lunch a few times because we was battle rapping, you know, and a lot of people don't know me.
That's so
went to
dope.
the same school.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you guys knew each other from way back then?
Yeah.
Is there people in that school that's like, oh my God, we breed battle rappers in this school? Like, this is where all of them came from.
Nah, I don't think so. Weequay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I lived in that area for like a couple months and got up out of there. Yeah. But I know exactly where you're talking about. I used to live over there by the DMV, by the Popeyes and all of that, by Weequay.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I see a lot of this in chat right now. They want to talk about Rex.
Talk about it.
What about it?
What do y'all want to know about the Rex battle?
What y'all want to know?
Remember when Old Red 30 Rex? 15 minutes of fame, please have Old Red talk about the T-Rex battle. Yeah.
I'm from Harlem, and the Rex been 3-0'd a lot lately. That's
it's crazy. Wow. A lot of people don't really pay attention to the Rex battle. I kind of felt like that was my first big battle. That was my first main event battle. You know, that was on UW, maybe second card, I believe.
Wow.
Okay.
Or
third card. They like their third card ever.
Who else was on that card?
Who did Ars battle on that card?
I'm just trying to remember the damn card.
I think, if I'm not mistaken,
somebody Cortez battled on that card
Cortez
too.
battled Suge, I believe.
Yes, because somebody literally just sent me that shirt today. Look, I think this is from the first card they ever did when Core battled Suge.
Yeah.
That's crazy, and we talking about that event.
But I mean the Rex battle, you know, I just felt like with Rex, it was kind of a it's either you gonna be some regular nigga forever or you know, you gotta set some type of base for what you trying to be out here, you know. So it was one of those, and Rex, you know, Rex talk a lot of shit, you know, so he kind of gave me incentive to prepare for that too. And we all know he's one of the GOATs of this, like one of the legends.
Right,
you feel me? So there's no way you can talk about battle rap without talking about Rex.
So and you came in and was like, you know what? If I'm gonna really make my mark in here, I gotta go for one of the.
You gotta go for the top. You gotta fuck the biggest one up.
Even though Rex like 5'3". Yeah, man.
Short people matter.
And so, what do you think was the best battle you had, like fun wise, like you feel you went up there and felt the most confident? And which one would you say you prepared the most because you felt like they were gonna give you the biggest fight?
The best battle, I think, it's a couple of them. I like me and Calico battle. I like me and Daylight battle. I think me and Daylight battle was fire.
That was Chicago. That was fire.
Yeah.
Fire. One of the best both of y'all.
Yeah, battle rap was on fire those years.
Man.
Yo, that was so fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few battles that's out there like that, you know. So, as far as preparation, I think the crazy thing is the one I might have most prepared for was probably Av.
Okay.
And it was because the battle got pushed back like twice. You know,
so it gave you extra time.
Yeah, and I ended up with some long ass rounds for that battle. That's one of those you doing too much and it kind of
backfires a little.
They chopping me. They was chopping me up there. I'm like, man, y'all just let Twerk just go on. That's neither here nor there. You feel me? But yeah.
See,
I'm
but
like,
that,
yeah, I'll try to say that, man. You know,
that's
but
a good point though, because we see all of the little chitter chatter back and forth, but the fans never know what's going on.
Yeah.
So beforehand, everybody gets told a time.
Yeah.
And then when you go up there, it's up to you whether you could go under the time but not over the time.
Yeah.
Right?
It was kind of one of those things.
So then, like you said, you notice in different battles, not even saying just that event, but I see it happen in every battle where they be like, or somebody be like, oh, why you cut the time? There was an incident where somebody said, why you cut my time? And then come to find out they were the ones that said they only wanted like 2-minute rounds.
What's your name did that to me?
Yeah, see, like people do. So talk about
it is done.
Briz did that to me. Me and Briz battle was fire. You feel me? I think me and Briz battle was one of the best battles in 2017 also. But a lot of people watch that battle and be like, a lot of people watch that battle and be like, why Red cutting Briz time? And I'm like, I ain't cutting shit. I ain't even know it was a time manager here. Briz had a time manager come
Time
up
manager.
Right.
It
just happened. It backfired
Time
on him because he
manager.
thought I was going to be rapping for some 6, 7, 8 minutes. So it kind of backfired on him. But people thought it was me.
Right, right.
You know, so.
See, and then people don't see that.
He tried to pull the wool on me with that battle.
And now a lot of people forget. I remember you battled Miss Hustle, and me and Unc were trying to remember. That wasn't the first guy on girl battle.
That's the most fun battle I've had.
Yeah,
really?
I like that battle.
Why?
That was a lit battle.
Cause it was first of all, she was fire. I felt like a lot of dudes had they went in there and probably not taking it serious or been bullshitting or not been on the A game, she would have killed them.
Fact.
She would have cooked them. You feel me? And I think me and her had a fire battle. You know, she'll say I kicked her ass. You know, she know. You know
that battle was actually so good that people wanted you guys to become a 2-on-2.
Yep.
Like that's how good that battle was. That they was like, them two just might as well team up and become a 2-on-2.
And they got a few more people to battle on Queen of the Ring. You know, I just be the inaugural dude for everything. Walking
the trendsetter.
And now, would you battle another female?
A fucking word? You're killing me. Spell it. I want to.
Jersey. We educated.
Put me on
It's enough that he knew it.
Inaugural.
She's the one that was on the spell check team. What was it?
I'm already like.
She won the spelling bee.
Yeah, 5th grade.
Inarguable, right?
Inarguable. Like Barack Obama was the inaugural black president.
Like the first one. You're getting.
Yeah.
See, you learned something new today on Finesse and Chill.
I learned I'm an idiot today.
See? You can't find that on Rhyme Zone, right? That's the thing that everybody's talking about. How do you feel about that situation that's going on?
Yes. Is it fair?
We gave Rhyme Zone a lot.
Is that a technicality also?
Right. And for the fans who don't know what's going on, Loso had made a random tweet about people using Rhyme Zone to find words, and that shit went to a whole debate. and an argument of whether or not it's okay for battle rappers to use rhyme zone. Now, if you use a dictionary, I think all artists should use a dictionary.
I think
a
it's
thesaurus,
the same thing.
Yeah,
though.
but it kind of is helping you rhyme.
But it's this, if you go in a thesaurus or in a dictionary, you're going to find words you've never known before. The same thing. It's just on a website, and it makes it faster.
I used to use a thesaurus when I was a rapper, so I didn't think nothing wrong with it. I still got to make those words mean something.
Right.
You should expand your vocabulary. Do you think that's cheating?
It's a real shifty line with that, you know, because I feel like if you're doing it to learn or expand your own brain, then by all means do that. You know, some people kind of lean on things like a crutch. When you leaning on it as a crutch, then it becomes more that you're not. It's not even a talent for you. It's just a
right. You just know how to research.
Yeah. But I will say this though. I remember specifically, Chilla Jones said he Googles some of his schemes.
How can he Google
a whole
he
scheme?
said yes. He said he would Google like parts on a car, and then use the words that he see for the parts on the car.
Oh, but see, that's
as a scheme. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Right. It depends on how you do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's all in the same thing, but at the end of the day, you're learning something new.
That's
right.
a fact.
You feel me?
And that's the best.
Yes.
I mean, that's a good thing to take away from it also, is that you're learning something for yourself as well.
I'm all about people educating themselves, especially rappers.
And this is a good way of doing it.
Some of us need it, bruh. Some of us need it. Some of y'all need to be on Rhyme Zone.
I typed in O-Red, Joe said, no head, so said, no bread, moped, glow
see?
bread.
And then, they could name flip the hell out of you.
If y'all start doing it, John.
John, if we write all that down.
Nah, but yeah, because a lot of times when people mention me or they're about to mention me, everybody always say so dead.
Red, you so dead. So that means they always using rhyme zone.
When somebody about to say something about me, they say something about so dead.
Somebody ever say they parted you?
Parted.
Red Sea.
I said that.
Oh.
You said it?
Oh, I was gonna say I heard that line.
I be trying to get certain shit out the way so nobody else can use it.
That's smart too.
Like, yeah, hell yeah.
But it's with me. I gave that up a long time ago because my name is Old Red. Like it's just too much. I'm not going to be able to get at that thing before somebody else can. So
that's like devilishly good though. Yeah. You think ahead and already block out the easy things that they're gonna come at you with.
That's an 8 Mile effect.
So if they say it's like they cheating, they taking your shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And what are some differences you see between when you first started in battle rap to now? Because like you said, you had that time to sit out, kind of observe everybody, and then come back. And to me, it's totally different. Like this is like different.
The window for mistakes
is
a lot bigger now than it was when I first started. You know,
you think that's better or worse?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of better because at the end of the day, we all human. A lot of people make mistakes. Sometimes a person is not going to be able to give their best performance every battle. So I don't feel like if he have a bad battle this time, you know, or he lose convincingly to this person, then he should have to sit out for so much time. And you know, I don't agree with shit like that.
Right, and they did used to be like that. It really was like. There's a lot of good dudes that we're just now seeing come back that deserve to be there. There's some good dudes that never came back.
Yep.
They was on punishment.
Yeah, they get on punishment and you don't see them no more. Over. That's true.
Yeah, for real. You know, and I can name a couple rappers like who I've seen lose on like say URL and never seen them again.
Yeah.
Like they had a bad loss and it was over.
That's true.
What, you never seen them again or you never saw them on URL?
On URL.
Never saw them on URL.
Ever again. Nowhere. They didn't make it anywhere after that.
You know,
Did it
still? Yeah, the window open.
That's how bad
some
it
people
is.
kind of take advantage of that also. You know, so it's a good and a bad to all of it.
I think it's the way you push yourself, like the way you brand yourself, or the way you like if you.
Yeah, but now what I mean as far as the window of opportunity to make a mistake. A lot of people now on leagues have multiple battle deals. So it's like this first battle, I can do whatever I want because I know I have another.
I'm already booked.
Okay, all right, I get what you mean.
And see, that just started a couple years ago too, because I remember when they had that, it was like a big thing for Charlie and DNA. I think it was that they gave them like a 3-4 battle deal, and then little by little,
that was the first time it was publicly
talked about.
Yeah. About more than one battle.
And then now they said that for Mills, right? With Mills. Yeah, they said Mills, like, it don't matter what you thought, he got a couple more of them things coming.
But see the problem with that is, you know, and I think Twerk made a perfect comment about this. You got to be careful when you have somebody like a J Mills for multiple battles.
Oh, you must have watched my Twerk interview on 15
careful.
Minutes of
you
Fame.
You gotta be careful who you put him in front of.
Facts.
You got it, because now it's like, who's he gonna battle?
Damn, it's Goods now. No pun intended. No, he's not battling Goods.
I was like, what?
Yeah, because you're right. I mean, now if he does have a 3-4 battle deal, he's got a battle.
I can honestly say, a lot of people don't know. Me and I was supposed to battle Mills instead of K-Shine. A lot of people.
You heard it here in Finesse show. Let's talk about that.
It was kind of one of those. I don't know what exactly happened. What I was told was he told people he didn't know who I was. He didn't know who the battle was. So that was one of
that's
for
why
me.
He
that was
went and did that 2002 shit on stage because he didn't pay attention to battle rap. You
Talk about it.
Talk.
I did not know.
Talk that spicy shit.
Right.
And to me, like that knocked the wind out of my whole champion of the year run. To me, you know, like if I would have had that battle prior to
right. That would have sealed the whole year.
And at the same time.
Because
same time, it put a huge boost in K-Shine champion of the year, right?
And it put a boost in Verb's champion of the year too. I mean, people say he arguably lost to Twerk and he lost to Pat Stay. So and he got the Mook battle. So the Mook battle pretty much put him in the rankings that he was. Technically, I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So so if you would have had that, you would have been up in there.
Yeah, so I mean, but now, like I'm saying, with that being what it was.
I'm sorry, K-Shine still had a great year without the Mills. So,
but in the way he did Mills, I wouldn't battle Mills now. Like I can honestly say that there's no reason to. I watched somebody beat blood out of you already.
Right.
I'm good.
Wow.
That's crazy. See? And we would have never known that.
Yeah, man.
Would have never ever known that.
Politics and battle rap.
Oh, and that's been there.
It comes with the game.
And now, how do you feel?
Understand how weird that is that somebody coming into battle rap, I'm gonna say come into battle rap, even though he came back into battle rap and didn't know who O-Red, the champion.
But see, like you said, that's
like James Harden. Who is that?
That's exactly. That's like, how can you come back into a zone?
What?
And she was saying she saw a few old school battle rappers like from back, like Smack DVDs, that were saying like, yeah, we want to get on that streaming money, because they don't know what this is. They're just like, yeah, with the pay-per-view and all that. Yeah, we want that. We want that internet money.
I wish I could remember. I think. I don't want to say no names. I wish I could remember who it was.
But it's like they just want a piece of it because they hear the pay-per-view, they hear this, they hear that, and they don't do their homework. They don't know what's going on. And how do you feel about seeing URL traveling and doing these events in all these different places? They done brought the events from Irving Plaza to the DMV. They done went to London. They've been to, North Carolina,
Orlando,
Virginia, Houston.
Red was it? What was Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas.
Red was in Vegas.
We missed out.
How was Vegas?
One.
Yeah, we didn't go to
Vegas.
Vegas.
He lost his voice
was
against
hot.
Ill Will.
Yeah.
Talk about that too, with losing your voice, getting your voice back. That whole event.
I think that was the best feat ever for a battle rapper, man. I ain't gonna get the credit for it, but to lose your voice for me, like in a sport, I consider battle rap as a sport, but to lose your voice in a sport where that's your main tool, bro, and then
I know you were
frustrated.
but people still walked out of there like he won. You feel me? Like to me, that's unheard of. You know, that's like somebody losing a limb in a sport, and then he come back out
and still win the race.
Yeah, like come on, bro. It's unheard of, man. But I mean, I understand the whole backlash with it. You know, I mean, I got to deal with that. Like
we were watching it live on pay-per-view, and we were surprised that you kept it going. Like,
yeah, honestly.
I think what the problem was is Will thought it was over because your voice. So his kind of energy shifted.
Yes.
But had that not went down right there and it would have been rescheduled, it kind of would have lost the steam to it. So I feel like it kind of, you bounced back with that battle because he gave up. Not he gave up, but he was on it like, all right, his voice is lost. We gonna do this again later. And then you was like, nah, brother. Like, we still
And your voice came back.
Right.
Nah, Beasley was clutch with that tea, man. That lemon and tea. You know,
Shout
clutch.
out to Beasley for the lemon and tea.
Clutch, bro. Like, I don't know where he got it from. I don't even think there was no tea shop around there. But I mean, he
what? People don't even know that. That's my first time hearing that. So
and
you
that's
literally...
why you got it back. Because like, didn't I say
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
and
he drank cold water?
The crazy part, it wasn't all the way there, but it was enough
to get
for people
through your
to
rounds.
listen to me. You know, so.
That was crazy.
These
I
boys-
was like, what did he
like,
do back
that's
there?
crazy.
I tried to rap my second and third round too. They're like, nah. You ain't
That's
having
crazy
that
though.
time.
Yeah.
So would you want to redo the Ill Will battle? Like, is that
I
one?
think this is the crazy thing to me. I feel like I won the battle, but I don't think it's worth putting out. Like, I just think it's a bad look for the channel. You know,
Because of you
it's
losing your voice?
yeah, it's just too much hoopla. Like, I don't like the battles with all the shenanigans and shit in it. You
Where
know,
they gotta
it
stop,
takes
go
away,
back,
it takes
stop.
away from the battle.
That's true.
Even with the whole Rum Nitty and Twerk thing, that took away from the rest of the event.
I was just thinking
You
that.
feel me? And they was on to having that battle was gonna be one of the best battles I ever seen in life. That was gonna be in my top 5, clear.
Period.
Ever. You know, and it took away from the whole. And the crazy thing is, the material didn't change. The material still was fire.
Right.
But energy plays a huge part in a battle.
Yep. And once it's gone, it's gone. And it's like, okay, that's another good question that just popped into my head was, when it comes to Averb made a point on Twitter with saying these, like, the newcomers, yeah, they could shake a room, they could shake the building, they can get their Don DeMarcos, but when you're a main event, you have to deal with the most tiredest, highest crowd.
And that's the crazy thing is, of my last year, I went of my last, I would say 4 or 5 battles this year that I had. I went last in at least 3 of them.
Hey.
And was that your first time experiencing going?
Nah, it wasn't my first time experiencing it, but it was. I already knew, like, this is not something I don't like doing. I don't like doing that.
Right.
I hate going last.
Why?
Because it's a matter of people ready to go home. A lot of times
Your legs
it'd be too many
tired.
battles on the card.
High as fuck by that time.
It'd be too many
Sometimes
battles
they
on
don't
the card.
even catch half the bars because by that
Right.
time.
And you're so excited still because you know this is the main event. You know this is what you waited for. But still, you're just like, oh, that was fire. Damn, that was fire.
Over yet?
And right.
Just enjoy it mentally.
That's why I say, I mean, to me, a perfect rap event would have, or battle rap event would have 4 battles, 5 max. It shouldn't be more than 4 or 5 battles on the card.
Oh, so
Everything after that, the crowd not really into it. You say a bar that's supposed to shake the building, you getting this.
Right.
They ready to go home, man.
that is true.
Well, Mook versus Averb was only 5 or 4 battles on there. But
Yeah, and they wound up going
20-minute round.
And this is what I'm saying. They wound up going before they were supposed to go too. That's another thing that happens. If the actual main event that's supposed to be battling last goes before the undercard battles, a lot of people leave and don't even want to see the remaining battles.
True.
You know, so
That's why you got to sneak them. It's like,
yeah, man.
you gotta know where to put 'em.
You gotta have a set schedule. Okay, this is the opening battle. Even if it's 5 battles, you have the opening battle, you have the main event, and you have the 3 battles in between that can go in any order.
Right.
But the first battle has to open, and the main event has to go last.
Yep.
Definitely. It's the only way.
Yeah, that's the only way to keep the crowd there, too. Because, I mean, I remember the crowd kind of got a little fucking light after Mook and Verb went, too.
Yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ill Will and T-Top, Ill Will and Big T battle after Verb and Mook. Like, that should never happen. Yeah. You feel me? That should never happen.
And I think the crowd was dead for that battle, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now before I go into Jay Black's list and go down.
It's not Jay Black's list.
Okay.
Let's clear that up.
Yo, I'm glad the list was ordered the way it was because Geechee wasn't Jay Black's pick for champion of the year.
That's why I say I want to make sure it's clear that that's not Jay Black's list. Like if you watched it, like these guys were actually, and again, man, that's why I commended them. I really appreciated it this year because the back and forth and the arguments that these guys were making were fucking legitimate arguments. You know, even that A Ward thing, I kept mentioning that.
I watched A Ward keep climbing up the ranks.
Sure, because people kept making that point, like, yo, A Ward should be and this person should be, and I was like, it's pretty good. And again, it was I think what was Jay Black said, Pat Stay was who he had as champion of the year.
Really?
So again, it's not Jay Black's list. They actually debated on that list.
Right. He has like a whole system. When I think of champion, I always think of Jay Black. So they did have their.
I have an interview with champion and the panel up on the channel right now.
Make sure you guys check that out on 15 Minutes of Fame. You know, it wouldn't be right if Unk didn't plug that in real quick. But
shameless plug on my own shit.
You have to.
That's funny. Yeah,
you have
to. Lee.
Well, now I have to get into it, and it'll come back to me what I was going to ask before that.
So let's get into the list.
Damn, it was a good question, too. Okay, so they got Geechee God as number 1. Pat Stay at number 2, which now Pat Stay came on URL to battle Tay-Rock. And before that, he was making his moves on RBE. I went to, I think...
Battle Verb on RBE.
I believe I went to that battle. That was a funny battle.
Him and Danny. He battled Verb and Danny.
And Danny Myers.
Danny Myers.
And then came to URL... And I kept wanting to say fight. Why do I think this is like boxing? We're not in boxing. This is battle rap. He came and he battled Tay-Rock and he made Tay-Rock so uncomfortable. Let's talk about it real quick because it's not even a fact of oh, you killed him horribly, because Tay-Rock still came with Tay-Rock. He even catered to the London crowd and was different. I love that. But to see Tay-Rock throw a tantrum, that man threw a tantrum. He was feeling some type of way, and I've never seen Tay-Rock like that. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, that patty cake.
Yeah, he lost his train of thought in the 3rd round, I believe. I never seen Tay-Rock stop a round.
Yep.
Like, oh, I'm so mad right now,
and then go on Twitter and apologize like if he was defending it, and it's like, bro, you're all right. You can't win them all, bro. You can't.
But I seen where he got in his emotion at. You know, with it was pretty much. Pat Stay thought he said something that he didn't say. You know,
the words were tricky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you're a battler standing on that stage, you're not seeing it the way we see it.
You heard what you heard. He heard Pat heard what he heard and responded the way he responded, and I'm not saying he's wrong for that.
Right.
Had he heard what he thought he heard, that would have been a perfect response for it. You know, but that wasn't what was said, and nobody never really crossed that line with Tay-Rock.
He figured that out afterwards. There's an interview with Pat Stay on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio explaining that problem on the stage that night. But yeah, he said like he didn't know. You know, he just, like you said, he heard what he heard.
Right. Have you ever felt like you almost lost your cool? Because that's the same thing that happened with Rum Nitty and Twerk. It was a finesse of words. And did you say what I think you said? Like, have you ever? We saw Surf almost punch what's his little brother's name?
Show out.
He literally had to stop himself. If I was a battle rapper, I could see myself.
I honestly don't think he was going. I just think that was just a.
Yeah, a man
I don't think he
showing...
literally said to someone, I'm about to punch this motherfucker in the face. Nah, let me not do it.
Right.
I don't think he did that.
Have you ever almost get the shake in?
Nah, not really. I think I was...
You don't get mad.
You keep your cool.
Nah, I just feel like I was lucky enough to not have anyone cross that line with me. And it's because when I do battles, I don't really cross those lines when I battle people. You know, I'm not about to say, oh, I'll do this and that to your son or your daughter.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's crazy shit.
Nah.
I don't think you're one of the least personal.
Yeah, I get personal. It's just I'm not about to bring dead relatives and things like that. And
you're not gonna go the shady route.
I'm not doing that. Like if I get personal, it's gonna be something about a situation that might have happened with you and your girl or something, but it ain't gonna be nothing, and it's not gonna be something that
sounds
most of
gossipy.
us don't know already.
Right.
Like, you know, so I mean, it's some people can handle it, some can't. You know, like I said, luckily nobody's never really crossed that line with me. You know,
have you gotten some people angry enough to?
Nah, like I said, I don't cross the boundaries, man.
And that I remembered what I was gonna say now.
I'm sorry, I fucked
No,
up.
it's fine. I remember now because you said that was in your face off with Iron Solomon. Me and her was smoking watching this, and we were like, "This is the most compliment filled face off." I
said that in the interview I did with them. It's on 15 minutes of fame.
That was so dope though, because I was sitting there like, I bet Red didn't know that Iron Solomon thought so highly of him. Like they would try to argue, and then Iron Solomon be like, I love everything he does. I love everything he says. I think he's well structured, and I don't like him. And then, everybody in the chat is talking about you owe him a shirt.
And I told, listen, this is the thing.
And he wanted to change.
I never got to talk to you about that, because I didn't see it. Yeah. I wasn't in the building when that happened. Talk about that.
All right. First of all, Suge came to me after it happened and said, yo, listen, it's a method to this pocket tapping shit. You got to know what you're doing. Y'all be fucking my move up because y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Y'all just aggressive.
So I'm like, you know what? You right, bruh. And the situation with Iron Solomon was he kind of had like a long T-shirt on that went actually past his pocket.
Oh,
he
so
had one of those. And when I touched his pocket, he kind of moved my hand, and that just added to it, man. But ultimately it was a mistake. I just reacted a certain way because of how he reacted, And then, but I mean, as a man.
How
that
was
happens.
he supposed to react?
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
As a man, and thinking about that later, I'm like, I can't even be mad at him for that. He's supposed to feel that type of way. That's why when he came back, I'm like, yo, my fault.
Right.
Shook his hand.
And the change, and it fixed the energy immediately.
And I told him I went on Twitter and told him, I'll get you a pray, one of these pray things.
One of these pray things.
You knew Iron Solomon was gonna fuck you up in real life. Keep it 100, Red. We family. Keep it 100.
Not in Jersey. not when you from Jersey.
That work on the kids, man.
That worked on the kids.
But I did see that where like he walked off, but even when he came back and y'all pieced it up, like it was all love. Like he was like, I wasn't gonna be out here with my shirt ripped type of thing. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah, I think that's another one of those getting that dead crab thing. I think if me and him would have went maybe third or fourth, we would have had one of the best battles also, So,
yeah.
Because the material was retarded. I've seen a lot of people recap that battle and was like, oh, I didn't realize this battle was that good. I was just ready to turn this shit off after Geechee.
I always say you have to watch it over because sometimes you really don't hear.
Yeah, and I said it in the battle. I'm like, it's okay that they ready to leave. It gets to that point sometimes. It's only so much you can hear for the night before you just I'm not.
I ain't gonna lie, I was on the couch.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can't make somebody watch 6-7 movies in a row and expect them to react to the first 2 movies the way they react.
Right. Cause we be dead tired at those. And like I said, even if it's fire in my head, I'll be like, damn, that was fire.
The breaks in between the battles was crazy. Like, they was long ass breaks.
They were long.
Oh, that's the worst. In between,
What was it, like
kills
1
all
o'clock,
the
2
energy.
o'clock?
Yeah.
Well, when we battled, or when we left?
The end of the night. It was like about 1 o'clock,
it was
right?
about, after 12.
Wow.
Definitely after 12.
And I remember volume 2 wasn't, we didn't get out of there no fucking 1 o'clock.
No.
That was different.
Do you
And
like
Volume 2? The crazy part is Volume 2 had a, which I think ultimately actually made the event run smooth. The situation they had with the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it did
And
go
being
down,
that took up so much time with the stream, then once it was time to battles again, now they ain't even doing intermissions.
it's just battle after battle after battle.
Yep.
Do you like the small room better or like Irving Plaza setting?
I like the small room better personally.
So you like the volume? You like that they
actually
brought
get
the volume series
I like
back?
To get the rap. To me, it's crazy to say this, but a lot of times in big stage battles, I've prepared for a battle and said, "Nah, I can't say this on a big stage."
Really?
Yeah.
It's just different.
It's not going. You're not going to get a reaction for it, and it's going to go unappreciated. You know. So.
Whereas some people do the opposite. They probably, go into the small room thinking of stuff that they could say in the big stage, and they're like, no. And a lot of people can't rap without reactions. A lot of people feed off that, or like, you know what I mean?
Question.
They need that.
You can see them kind of gas out a little bit when the crowd doesn't
I've seen battle
react.
rappers like I was one of them at one point in time where if I'm not getting the reaction that I want or I expect, I start repeating my bars.
Oh, I know. I used to get mad at you all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. I learned from that. Like, nah, I'm not doing that shit no more.
Oh, Red will be like, y'all didn't hear you didn't hear that? You? How about you? No?
That's what I'm
What's
saying,
wrong with y'all?
it has a bad effect on the people who did hear it and did understand what you said.
Right.
So it's like not only do the people who didn't get it still don't rock with it, but the people that did fuck with it, you just lost them.
Right. Right.
That was one of Newborn's biggest fucking problems. Like, my nigga, just you saying some fire shit. Just keep going.
Newborn always
keep going.
He always had a knack for telling the crowd they're hitting on him.
Yeah. Newborn, I told Cortez he needs to stop doing that. Like, wake up. Wake up. Like, we up, bro. Like, stop doing it. And Red used to do that. Like, y'all ain't here. And like, you want to fight us. I'll be like, we heard it.
Yeah, but now I'm rapping.
Right.
That's
Hey, it's recorded. I try to tell everybody, yo, shit is being recorded. If you think your shit was that fire, it's being recorded. They're going to put it up. People are going to see it. And that tide is going to turn. So, but I know how it is. People want to win in the building.
Yeah. Right. And do you rewatch your battles and say like, oh, I could do this, or critique yourself? Because like when we first started doing this, we wouldn't listen to ourselves after, because we'll be like, oh my God, I hate how I looked, I hate how I sounded. So we would just stop watching it altogether. So rapping, do you watch yourself for tips on what to do and what not to do, or you're just like, I don't want to hear my voice?
I said this to myself like a long time ago, but I still don't listen. I think I don't give myself enough time to prepare my performance.
Okay.
A lot of rappers who perform crazy, whether it be their hand movements and stuff, like say like Hitman. I feel like Hitman one of the best performers ever, but it's because he leaves himself time to prepare his performance.
Right.
You don't just
remember the rhyme and your performance.
Yeah. And that was another question I had, was the remembering of the rhymes. So it's like there's certain battle rappers that have to put, because it's not easy, put so much time in remembering those 3 rounds, they might not have time for the moonwalking and stuff that everybody else be doing.
Actually, there's a show on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio called Inside the Bars. We have one with Old Red breaking down
Shout out to
his
Nick
writing
Gabe.
process. We got one with Tay Rock talking about. We have a lot of battle rappers talking about their writing process. Sorry.
And Rock's not on that list, right?
Rock's
on the champion list?
Oh no.
Yeah, he's not in the top 20.
Not even in the top 20.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It goes to show you what type of year Rock had, but Rock knew he had a bag.
Right.
He wasn't afraid
he
to say
stayed
it.
booked and busy. I'll say that. I don't think that there's anybody out here that could be like, they killed Rock, but we can't say Rock was the golden child this year.
No. Rock can't even say that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but he promised in the interview on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio that 2019 gonna be different.
right.
He said that shit. So
Man, Rock about to come in second again, huh?
that's what you
Yeah.
think? I
Talk
think
about
Rock
it.
got that
We
shit on
gonna
his
see.
mind now, though.
We gonna see. Nah, but see, when Rock is focused, you know, and in his feelings, how he is now, as far as like he's pissed off right now, cause he know he had a bad year. He acknowledges that, you know. So
Sometimes that's what you need,
I want to see
though.
when the first person that take him this year got to do.
Right. That's a
Yo,
fact.
when we did the Inside the Bars with him, he was like, he was reading some of the shit that he wrote for Calico.
Like, I can't believe I wrote that.
Word, he was like, damn. And then he actually got a little, you know, a little personal. Was like, I need to get back to that. You know what I mean? Like he got somber and was like, damn, I need to get back to that.
That's good.
You know, I was in a better place there. Blah. So yeah, I think he gonna fuck somebody up.
Right.
When he get
And
back.
Right.
To the
Can't
stage.
wait.
The thing that I think really had Rock in the awkward spot last year was all the rappers he faced last year. He had to adjust. He had to readjust his game plan.
What do you mean?
He just couldn't go in there being regular T-Rock.
Right. Like with Pat,
A lot of people
he had to
a lot of
be
people
funny.
feel like, oh, that's not gonna work against Good.
Ah.
Oh, you can't just go in there and rap in front of Hitman.
He had
you
to
can't
show
go
his
over to London and
personality.
just be spitting gun bars.
You know what's
feel me?
fucked
So,
up? You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had to really actually
Change.
Listen, bro. When
Should he have changed? What do you think?
nah.
Shouldn't have changed.
No, do what
He
you
shoulda
do.
kept his
Do
gun
what you-
bars
if
everywhere.
You can't. At the end of the day, you can't impress everybody. The one person you could guarantee you gonna impress
facts.
is yourself. Do what you like, bro. But I guarantee. And another thing, all these road games, bro. When they get back to New York, will they really fuck with Tay-Rock heavy? That's when you get the.
And what's crazy
There's a
is
New York
for
game
him-
getting ready to happen.
for him not to be from here, I promise you, Unc, every Irving Plaza Gramercy event that I would ask the people on the line, like who you came out, everybody
Tay-Rock.
came for Tay-Rock. Everybody travels for Tay-Rock. And would come from across the world to see Tay-Rock. He's not from New York, and he gets the most love in New York. That's
He's
crazy.
gonna fuck somebody up
Yes, he is.
at the top of the year.
Bro.
And now coming up, you got John. What's the history? Is there like were you guys supposed to battle before and didn't? What's that? Would you always want to go at it with John?
He called me out a couple times. John feels like people I've watched him say this on Twitter. Oh, y'all can't beat Red. I'm about to show y'all how this is done and all this other weird shit he be saying, you know. But he's one of those dudes who he likes to take a uphill battle with the quickness. Anybody that you feel is great or he can't beat,
He's gonna want him.
yes, he's definitely one of those taking on the challenge dudes. It was supposed to happen a couple years ago. He wanted to battle on UW. It didn't happen. Then he tried to battle me when I battled K-Shine, but I was already booked for K-Shine.
Okay.
So I told John personally, you know, I'll battle you on bullpen. John ain't want to do it on bullpen though. He said, nah, I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, they being
lost
biased and
because
showing you favorites. I don't want to hear none of
That's
that
smart,
shit.
though.
So that's why
Okay.
we end up doing this is a whole neutral zone.
I
and
don't
all
think I don't think it would be that much bias if you battle John on bullpen.
No, I would have just dirt rolled him. But see, what it is he don't. That's
He don't
how I
want
am.
nothing,
Like,
no excuses.
No one to
offense
take away from it.
No offense to home, but that's how I am with Jersey. I hate battling Jersey. I don't want to battle in Jersey.
Right.
Because first of all, every reaction that my opponent gets, y'all feel like is 100% genuine, and half of the reactions I get, y'all feel like, oh, they're gassing and being biased.
Right.
Like, bruh, home battles, I hate home battles. I'd rather go in there like, I know y'all don't like me, I don't care.
And now I will say, I don't know, because at this point, like I said, you're one of the exclusive battle rappers that aren't on every card, every league, just throwing words around. And this is after Champion Red. And then we're going to after, did he do a bid? Did he not do a bid? John, who was more aggressive when he came out. So this is going to be a juicy battle. You know, I always say juicy.
Juicy.
And y'all hate it. But this is like, I feel like it's a different John John. I don't know what chip he got on his shoulder or what happened to him these last few weeks. But when he came out in London, he was on 1,000. His aggression was totally different. Now, is he going to be still that angry by the time he gets to you? No. I don't know.
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
You're going to calm it down.
No, it's not even that. It's just the magnitude of that battle. You know, that was a career battle for him.
Okay.
That was the whole make him or break him.
That was truly a backstory battle, like
one of for like a decade, like
epic,
literally like 10
battle.
years.
Yeah.
Cause I remember when I was first watching John, he was like repping the PGs 100%. Sure. Like every breakdown was about the PGs. He was the king of the PGs, and it takes one PG to make another PG to get to UFF BET.
He's just using that shit to get the PG bars out so nobody else can.
And then I felt like after that he went from one extreme to the other. He went from PGs to like, nah, I created this. Like, I did this. If it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't. It was like, whoa. Sorry, Andrea. She said I keep tapping my nail every time I talk, and on the microphone, that shit is like.
See how much love you get, Andrea? She actually cares.
The ASMR is not the wave today.
For real.
So for 2019, who are you looking at?
Let's finish John.
I'm going to.
Talk about
I'm going to. You better believe it.
So do you think that John battled Hollow, could he beat Red?
Nah, absolutely
that one can't.
Not. Absolutely
Have
not.
you ever seen a John battle that could stand up to 3 rounds of Old Red?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. In a small room, I don't know, because John ain't got too many small room battles. He's more of a big stage rapper.
Well, he did battle Rum Nitty.
Yeah, but it was
he beat Rum Nitty.
Yeah,
in the
Rum Nitty lost. He didn't win. Rum Nitty lost. You know.
Okay.
That's really what it was.
Okay.
Nitty wasn't Nitty that day.
But he was decent against Nitty. His best performances is like Wavy. I felt like when he battled Wavy, he just wasn't missing.
Yeah.
Hitman, very good battle.
Yes. That right there actually made the PGs a success.
His battle with Prep.
Right, because that was Rookies versus Vets card too, right?
Yeah.
Nah, him versus Hitman, that was Summer Madness too. But it was the first time he was the first PG rapper to have a big battle on a big stage. And then after that it was B Magic for Clips. But once he showed up against Hitman, it's like, all right, now we can start putting the rest of them against bigger names.
So what are the battles? You said, is it 2 battles that you think those can hang in the ring with Red?
Him and Wavy, you said?
The Wavy,
him, and the Hitman.
And the Hitman, just those 2.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear that, John?
Wavy did bring out his teddy bear. That was so weird.
And kicked it. And then asked for it back. Asked for it back, too.
That's funny.
Props.
That's going to be a dope event, though. That's definitely going to be a dope event.
Yeah, and it's small room stage. Would you beat him either way? Do you have an advantage because it's small room?
Yes.
Or either way?
He has a better chance on a big stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true. I feel like I haven't heard John in that small setting since what, T-Top?
And it's not even like he can't.
I don't remember. I didn't really see that.
It's not that he can't rap. It's just like even with those like small events, like I've watched him like. T-Top used him as a stepping stone. Av used him as a stepping stone. You feel me? Like
T-Top was only a 1-rounder.
Yeah,
and that's how I heard T-Top. I used to replay that battle like 50 times, and they were talking about like food the whole battle.
I don't know if he went in there. He probably went in there not convinced that his opponents was going to be like that, you know. But they both kicked his ass, you know. So. It is what it is. But John came a long way, man.
That's a fact.
Shout out to John. Shout out to Bullpen Battle League, too. That's dope, what he did with that.
I still think people sleep on John too fucking much. I really don't think John gets the credit for being a top-tier fucking battle rapper.
Because he win too much. He win too much.
He win too much. Wow.
Are you a winner?
They stopped talking about you.
He do what he got to do to win. He's not about to come up here and give you super crazy moments. A lot of John moments going to be flips of what the other person did. You feel me?
Everybody in this
There's
chat
not too
room.
many moments he's gonna make, but he's gonna win. He wins battles like
that. He does.
Everybody in this chat wants you to battle Chilla, and is talking about
Why?
you and Chilla. And V had a question about: is there anybody you want in 2019?
Chilla had a chance to battle me. Chilla chose not to battle me because of you promised with URL about Gnome and Summer Madness that he wound up not getting on anyway. Danny Myers had a chance to battle me when I said I wouldn't take B Magic. I battled Danny instead of B Magic. They said, nah, we ain't gonna book that. And then I told Danny I would battle him on his own YouTube channel. I told him I would battle him at Traffic 3. He chose to battle K-Shine, which the battle wound up not happening. So that's why me and Danny never happened either. See? So for all y'all saying these, but they were supposed to battle on Traffic 3.
Oh, but that volume, I'm glad they waited because volume 2 is fire.
Yeah, but that battle's gonna be fire regardless. Wow. You know, so.
I love that battle.
So miss me with all that ducking them. Niggas had their chance shit. Like,
he said, I could have been had this battle.
Yeah, all right. I've never been that, bruh. You can't say I duck people. Like I battled fucking Av when I had no reason to battle him whatsoever.
Right.
Except that my peers was scared of him. That's the only reason I battled him.
So they was like, you know what?
Early on, a lot of people didn't want to fuck with Av.
Yeah.
I remember
after that Rum Nitty and Rum Nitty in that chess battle. Niggas was not what?
Not the chess. It was after the Rum Nitty.
Yo, because Av came out so punchy, yo. What? So punchy. Everything was a bar.
Yeah, motherfuckers did not want to. I had plenty of battle rappers like, well, I'm going to give him some time to cool down.
Right. Let him get like 3 or 4 more. Like, what?
Get rid of some of that fire shit.
And what's your favorite battle, old school and new and now? Like, what's one if you had a friend that just came out of jail and you had to show them one fire battle?
You always say out of jail.
I don't know why. Where else were they?
Somewhere else.
Verb and Hitman.
I don't know where else I could say they
Verb versus Hitman holla.
Shout out Jay Black. We see you in there, man. Chilla ducking and Danny ducking. Is that what we were talking about, Red?
Turk. We were talking about Turk duckings.
Turk ducking.
Yeah, that's what Tay Rock used to say. And he was flying there when they said it.
Ducking. I ain't asked for them. I asked for Danny for the guerrilla warfare battle, but I understand why they ain't do it. They ain't want to pay a whole nother rapper when they had already booked me and B Magic. But I don't be asking for them niggas. I don't be asking for me. I just don't decline them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like,
did anyone ever surprise you? Like, you know how in random battles people come out and start shooting at somebody else? Did anybody be like, oh, and Red, when I see you, and you were like, bro, I didn't even know we had an issue.
That happened to me like 6 times.
Really?
Damn, I was waiting for like 1 or 2. You said 6.
Crazy. I got like niggas done cooked me a couple times. Farrah and Shuni cooked me when they battled Hitman.
They just came out like we were coming for Red.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You were there too.
Shayna Ashley.
Also, all the girls be calling you out. Yo,
once I battled
Miss Hustle.
Yeah.
That opened the door.
Yep. Who else took some shots? Jerry West.
Jerry West would remember
Cash Eaton?
Yeah.
You remember Cash Eaton?
Yes.
Yeah, he took a shot at me like smack dead in my face, bro. I was hosting his battle.
How does that feel? I always wonder how Smack feels when they be like what was it? Tap Smack's pockets. Everybody be like, Smack, this is what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so how did that feel where you hosted and then it turns on you? Like, you looking at them like, but you have to laugh it off because it's on camera.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my man with the Mario Brothers shit, right? Cash Eaton?
No. You talking about Cassius. No, that's not Cassius. That's what the fuck is his name? You talking about he from New Orleans, I think. He battled on UW, right?
That's not Cash Eaton?
Nah, Cash Eaton is from Detroit. He was the first one doing the landslide shit that Calico do.
Cash Eaton and Tone Montana.
Because I know the name, but I thought it was my man that did that did that Mario Brothers shit.
Nah.
That's all he had. We never heard.
That shit was legendary though.
It's legendary, but that's it. We never heard from him again.
He battled a couple times after. He just ain't had the moments that he had with that.
Right. Sometimes that antic, it's not enough.
And now I say back in the day, like if we're mad old, we are not that old. But years ago, it was rare for a fight to break out, or if somebody punched somebody, it was like a big thing. How do you feel knowing that in these last 2 years, there's been so many altercations, like goods popped off on gyms popped off on Rome, there was like so many altercations that nobody used to be so sensitive about. We had Bloods versus Crips, you had Twerk and Nitty like wrestling, tussling. Like, do you feel people are taking things too personal, or people are just that's just a natural reaction for men?
Dallas Troy, I will kick Good's ass. I will dirt roll him. Now back to this question.
Do you think they're being emotional and soft, or do you feel like...
I think people pick and choose when they want to react certain ways. Like a lot of people make a huge deal about Volume 3, but like for 10 years straight, battle rap was Crip infested. And y'all never had a problem with that shit. We get one little bloody event. Now y'all want to everybody in their feelings.
Everyone wants to lose their shit.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like you can't.
Yeah, when you really think about it, it used to be most. Yeah,
it was
you didn't really see a lot of
Crips and battle rap,
were
bro.
like one of the only Bloods. You were
Bro,
it, man.
I used to have to be at battles with niggas I ain't even like.
Right.
But what's crazy to me is that so many people, like, we went to an event and we were telling somebody, like, yeah, you need to come out to a battle rap event because they said they were a fan. And this is like a grown man, and they was like, nah, I wouldn't go to no event.
Oh my God, we just did that.
Yeah.
Was that like a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were like, nah, I wouldn't go to an event because that seems too crazy. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
know about
what?
the crowd. I don't know
I'm
how
like,
the environment is.
It's like a family reunion.
The
Everybody
funniest
gets
thing
along. Everybody's chilling together.
As many things that happen at events, it's never been that bad where as though you're like, I'll never go to another one of these.
Yeah, no.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just minor shit that happens like any fucking event. It's no different to me. I didn't see anything. So.
We noticed that there's altercations because we're in it, but I don't feel like it's to a point where people are like, oh my God, battle rap events are like so ghetto and stuff like that. Because on the contrary, I feel like as much beef goes on Facebook, social media, Twitter, when they get in the building, ain't nobody talking to half of that stuff.
I mean, half the people that are talking about events are people that have never even been to events.
99.9% of the time, that's the damn case.
And another crazy thing with that is it be people who they so quick to say, if that person didn't react the way they reacted, they so quick to say, oh, he fake.
Yeah.
He a bitch. He ain't really like that. Like,
right.
What?
Right. Like, I gotta fight everybody.
Y'all, like, battle rap fans sometimes be crazy. Like, they will gas somebody up to the point of shooting someone and then literally turn around and get on camera and be like, damn, that's messed up, though. He ain't have to do that, though. Like,
but you
was over there just saying, yo, fuck this nigga, shoot that nigga.
Amping it up.
That's true.
Like, that's crazy.
And you can't let battle rap hype it up.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, me personally, it don't. Like I said, I've never been tried to that extent, but I don't take a lot of these dudes serious with that, man.
You just seem like a laid back
I'm not
guy
because
also.
This the thing. First of all, if me and you about to fight or something, you're not about to mess up my second half, especially if I'm kicking your ass. You're not about to mess up my second half. However, the battle about to be over in like 12 minutes.
So I'll see you in 12 minutes.
All that could be taken care of off camera. Bro.
Right,
Like I've had situations with battle rappers off camera, and it ain't go nowhere. And unless somebody bring it up, you'll never hear about it. Like, I'm not doing.
And the same goes for social media, right? Like when everybody trolls each other, calls each other out, but then when they see you, they're yo,
it's
bro, I was just
fucking. But some people don't. Some people don't like that. Like, what's the name? I believe, like, and don't quote me on this, but I believe that's where a lot of twerk and surf issues stem from.
Right, we're all finding out about this now.
Niggas don't know about whether it's niggas don't even know whether it be battle rap shit or actual.
Because it's social media.
Right,
Yeah, like
right.
you don't know. So it's like you don't know how to take certain things until
if
you
you've
see
never
that person,
chilled
like,
with someone in person and know
and
how
they
talk.
They don't really know each other.
Right, right.
Like they don't really know each other.
Everything was cool in Houston. They were both in Houston, and it was like, you know, it was all love. You know what
Houston
I mean?
was
But watching
different,
on,
though.
you feel me, on
Right. Then
social
once you
media,
get to the social media after that, then it started like, wow.
Right.
You know, what changed?
It's like
social
I don't
media.
Yeah, I don't know like I said, I don't know the extent of their situation, you know, but that shit just for me it's a headache,
will
bro.
never ever. Did I say ever?
Ever.
See me arguing with a motherfucker on social media.
Bruh.
Never. You'll never see me argue with a motherfucker in my text messages. It's not gonna happen.
I used to fall for that all
Get
the
the fuck
time.
out.
It's just better not to. I feel like some things are better left unaddressed.
Yeah.
Right. And like what I always say on Facebook is where all the catty drama is, and we see it even if we don't respond to it or really be in the mix, but that's where the fans be. A lot of the battle rappers are on Twitter.
Nah, I be on Facebook.
I was just gonna say, do you
I don't
ever
even be on Twitter. Like,
do you ever go in the groups and see what everyone's saying and shit?
I watch people talk crazy to me all the time, like, and then when I start talking crazy back to them, they can't handle it. But I be like, yo, you can't sell something that you ain't willing to buy yourself. You feel me? Like, so that's what it comes. But I don't. A lot of times I don't take it serious.
Right.
It's because it's always internet thugging. It's always internet.
Cause
thugging.
see, back in the day, like Cortez, Clips, all of them be like, get out them groups. Get out the groups, because it's only going to make you want to read it and answer to it and respond to it. Just leave all those groups.
But you got to not be in your feelings.
Right.
That's like, first and foremost, I feel like people always have their own opinions. You're allowed to feel however you want to feel about me. If you say something out of line, I'm going to say something out of line back to you. And, you know, that's just that. I'm never going to really be in my feelings about it or be like, yo, when I see this nigga, bro.
Right.
I'm never getting to that point, especially not with no fan. And a lot of rappers get to that point with fans, and it's like, bro, you don't even know this man.
Right. You've never even seen him.
He could walk right past you, and you
Facts.
don't even know. But
Facts.
he know how you look.
Right.
He know he could spot you from a mile away.
And that's scary.
But I was gonna say that is also scary. You don't feel scared sometimes, like certain people,
Yeah,
like, because you don't know them. Not scared
I'm
enough.
not-
Well,
that's
like
what-
on some, if you're not paying attention to Facebook profiles,
Because
and
that happens
anybody,
to us when we go to events, and you know, sometimes you see people through Facebook and stuff. Sometimes they tag you a lot, so they look familiar, but you don't know if it's them. So you're
somebody
like,
just said in the chat, I feel stupid that I didn't even know y'all was next to y'all last night at an event.
there you go. There you have it.
But it is. It's like so many people. But in your sense, I feel as though these fans get tough with battle rappers because they want to be like, oh my God, old Red responded to me.
Or they want
such
the clout.
and such responded
They want
to
you
me.
to,
But then if
exactly.
they saw you, they'd be like, yo,
I'm
what's
a
up,
play
bro?
fan, so like I'm letting y'all know that now. Like,
Right.
I play all day, so y'all want to.
You want the
I
sauce?
hurt people's feelings.
And a lot of people can't handle it. A lot of people can't handle the going back and forth and knowing how to do it respectfully. Whereas, like we were saying, like with the whole twerk and surf situation, two people that are normally funny and trolling and witty, but when it comes to talking to each other, it becomes aggressive. Same thing I saw Surf and Drugs was going back and forth. And one thing I'll say with Drugs is he's a hothead, but there's been times where I've seen fans come at him and the way he responds is like, I would have never thought of that. I'd have been like, bro, I'm going to your house right now. I want to fight. But he knows how to diffuse the situation and be like, well, we all got opinions.
I've seen a lot of crazy responses from this guy.
And I always catch the mature ones. I always be like,
then
damn,
I'm
I wish I
always
would've
catching
thought
the
of that.
crazy shit.
But it's about being witty in your responses, and the same goes for, like you were saying before, with promoting yourself as a brand. I feel like when you came into the battle rap scene, everybody knew how to market themselves. Everybody was either doing videos, coming back and forth at each other. Everybody knew how. Everybody was like a character, and you knew their personality and their good spots. These new battle rappers, they don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't promote themselves. Nobody's like selling a fight. Like that's why a lot of shit don't make sense.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even sit here and talk crazy about y'all. Because I do the same thing. I don't sell fights.
You just
I
fall
don't
back.
I'm terrible with promo. Like, yeah. So I ain't even about to sit up here and bash the new dudes in for it. I
so
see
that
it
was
because
never.
I do it, so I see it.
Right.
And I know it when I see it because I do it. But that's why a lot of people don't really put me up there or would say Arsenal or Sue Surf and things like that because I don't really do the
Put yourself out
the
there
outside
like
of the ring extra. Like I'm not. It's just not. I can't get somebody in their feelings just to see them in person and be like, oh, it's battle rap.
Right.
You know, like so.
That made me just think of the movie. Did you see Bodied?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
What was I? Yes.
Keep it a hundo. We done talking about it.
It was good for what it was because see a lot of people watch Bodied and think it's supposed to represent like URL and things when it's not. It's supposed to represent grind time era. If you actually watched a lot of grind time battles, then you know like a lot of it is jokey joke comment.
Right.
You know,
a lot of these fans don't even know about grind time. I feel like.
And they didn't have no battles on stage like Urban Plaza or something like that.
Yeah,
right.
They
Never.
were all little small rooms, you know what I mean? So you can't compare that.
But like one of the biggest things in the movie was with the whole like the kid was shocked that there was real beef going on. Everybody had guns. And then when they approached each other, Disaster was like, I'll see you at the battle. And he was like, what?
I hated that part.
Right, exactly.
I did too. I said it that night.
I hated that part.
Because it kind of makes me... I didn't want people to look at the movie and think battle rappers were savages either. But I don't want nobody thinking that they just be like, I'll see you in the battle, dude. Like, no, it doesn't happen like
that. Yeah. That's... I can tell y'all, like, whether it be grind time or not, that's not happening.
No.
It's not happening like that.
At all.
It is not that friendly either.
And I think, yo, man, listen.
I said it was a good movie.
Yeah, but
if for people that are not part of the culture.
I just want to put this out though. For the people who are a part of the culture and seen the movie, I'm pretty sure y'all going to agree with me. Hollow and Lux won that battle.
Yes,
bruh.
they did.
They dirt rolled them.
That battle was so fire.
They beat them bad. Like, first of all, I don't know what made them. Why would y'all allow them to write their own bars?
They didn't write their own bar.
Yes.
Oh, you talking about allow Lux in them?
Yeah.
Because they wanted that full effect.
Yep.
They got it.
That was crazy. I was like, I will wait my whole life for a 2-on-2 from y'all too, yo. Like, that was fire.
You think that'll ever happen, Brad?
What, that? Or,
Lux and Hollow 2-on-2?
Damn, that's like a... When you talk money wise, like how much do you think you would have to pay them as a team?
Those are two of the highest paid motherfuckers in the game.
Right, and to get them to battle together, that's crazy. We need a favor. We need one of them to like run us over.
Jay Black, I don't know if you still in there, brother, but you
Black got it.
Set it up.
Jay Black got it.
Set it up.
Hey Black, hey Jay Black, where my ring at, man?
They got a championship ring.
My finger all naked.
See. Talk about it.
Waiting for
I heard there was an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame. Jay Black was saying he got the ring. He getting you a ring.
Nah, yeah.
There's a champion ring?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
also
lit.
said that they supposed to be trying to fly you out so you can give Gotti his belt. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Y'all sure y'all want me to do
so
that?
it's not like I'm
You go with his mind.
So.
I might steal that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I already tried to get him for his ring.
That ring is fire.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
That's
that
a Super
ring
Bowl
is
ring.
So
fire.
you get the money and you get the ring?
Money, ring, belt, yep.
Wow.
Sounds like a lovely relationship.
That's a
Really?
lot.
Money and the ring.
Yes.
And big shout out again to Jay Black for doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? For
making it fun.
For making it fun, for giving a fun incentive, and even after you're about to go to LA, you need to get the walking tacos they be talking about. That it's like
off the truck.
Remember Geechee said that it's like
I didn't know it was called the walking taco.
It's in the Dorito bag. They just throw the meat, you know, the battle rap fans.
Chili, to be safe.
Chili. Everything that's in a taco. Yeah, but it's weird. You put all the taco stuff in the Dorito bag and they just walking down the street eating it out the bag. I think that's messy. California people seem to think
if you
it's
smoke,
dope.
you'd be like, oh, Oh, that sounds real good right now.
So if you go to LA for that, can you let us know how that is?
That's a good munchie snack right there.
Hey, Unc, man, you don't get no ring for no fantasy football champion of the year. That shit was rigged.
Uncle Henny.
Yeah,
just
man.
said, ask Red,
that's my boy.
where's my ring for winning the championship?
That's my boy right there, man. Yeah. He took everybody money. It's cool. I don't care. I got another battle coming up.
Do you ever bet on battles? Have you ever?
Nah.
No.
Nah, it's too opinionated.
Facts. I always say that, like, how can you bet on the battle and then you're gonna be arguing like nah, but I thought he won. No, I thought he won.
I believe Mook and Hitman just had that situation with Hitman,
and I don't think like he paid him.
He felt like he felt like he beat Tay Rock and Mook like he lost. Man, listen. Tay Rock my man, bro, but he lost.
If you betting, it is hard in this sport because nobody really calls a winner. Is that something you think they should put, or you like the fact that it's up in the air and up to the fans? Do you think they should call a winner? Because I think RBE had an event where they called the winners and nobody really cared. Like they still kind of went on.
A-Bird versus Gems. I was one of the judges.
Yeah.
And I'm part of 15 Minutes of Fame. I'm fucking around. No, but, and yo, again, it's hard. It's really hard. Luckily, everybody had the same winner. That was a good part for me. I did not want to be a part of something
where you're the oddball saying,
you know. Yeah. And my shit they gave my thing first. So I'm like, God damn, I hope everybody else agreed with me.
Right.
Yeah. I think their purses was sort of was. That's whoever won got paid, the other guy didn't. Yeah. That's a lot.
And me
that's a lot of pressure.
I don't know if people know this. Me and Oops was judged on RBE.
Yes, it was. Math was the deciding factor.
Me and Oops had a split decision.
Yeah.
I feel I would be too pressured. Like you have so many things to think about as far as judging people, especially when you know them.
Yeah.
Like
but it's with a judge battle. I feel like once you appoint someone as a judge, just like in real life, when someone is appointed as a judge, their decision becomes law.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like it or not.
You
already agreed for his decision to be law, so you can't say, "Oh, I agree with it." It's over. It's over. You already gave that man the power to make that decision.
That's a fact.
So that's why in a lot of situations, especially with battle rap, you need multiple judges.
I didn't want to do it. The motherfucker was calling me. I had walked into the venue and he was like, oh, come to the stage. I was like, fuck. And I got up there like, yeah, you judging the battle. I'm like, nigga.
So you had no idea
you were
walking into this?
ARP called me up and I was like, fuck. And I wanted to tell him no.
That's such an awkward position to be in to pick the winner.
Especially on the spot like that.
Yesterday.
It was kind of clear, though. You saw the battle?
What?
Gems versus A-Bird.
I'm trying to remember
I think
that
I
one.
did see it.
A-Bird choked and one not choked, but stumbled a little bit. And
I had Gems winning too.
Yeah. So thank God it wasn't too hard.
That's like we went to an event last night. Shout out to Lex and I Battle, man. We went to Culture. We went to Culture 2 last night, and I felt like out of like 2 or 3 battles, the people that battled would walk up to me right after and be like, "Yeah, so what's up, Dutch? Like, who you got winning the battle?" And I'm like, "What? I never answer this. Like, don't ask me."
It was a very different crowd.
Don't ask me who I got winning. Like,
a lot of people were discussing it openly. Like, "Hey, so who'd you think won?" And it's like.
And you know why I won't do that?
Enjoy the next one.
I won't do that because there was one time where, say, like, me and V is walking through and I went to introduce her. It was a female battle. And I was like, yeah, this is such and such. She just won right now, killed Shorty. And the Shorty was, like, right next to us. And I felt horrible. So I will never, ever. I hate giving my opinion when it comes like that.
Listen, bruh.
Do you tell your boys, like, yo, you lost?
If they lost.
This is the crazy thing. I'm all for politically correct on cam, but yes, like when we not in the public, bro, I'm gonna tell you if you got your ass kicked.
Right.
That's me. A lot of people want me to give my opinion and say shit like that, but I'll say it to a motherfucker off camera. But I'm not gonna say it on camera because sometimes my opinion I hate to say. Sometimes it matters, and I don't want to be the person that fuck around and sway somebody's opinion,
or they'll use that as an angle in something else, like towards down the line.
All the time, nigga, you lost.
I'm defeated.
Everybody.
I'm defeated according to my dark skin brother over there.
And outside of battle rap, like we know you spent your champion money on your business entrepreneurships. So outside of battle rap, what else? What is O-Red all doing and all about?
Well, wait, before we get to the outside of battle rap, I still want to know, who do you want to battle for 2019? Is there anyone you have your eyes on?
Call them out right now. Tell them.
Me and John, of course, has to happen. Me and T-Top has to happen.
That's what they saying in the chat too. That's good.
I think those are the main two battles this year that have to happen. I'm open to other battles.
What about newcomers? Is there
newcomers
anyone new that you
"I'll kill you"?
kind of want to see what they got?
I ain't really been paying attention to them as of late.
Oh.
Geechee got to step into my office too. After that,
Geechee, some people were saying
I feel like that
Now.
would be so fire.
I've been waiting to ask this
Champion
question.
versus champion.
Now, are you willing to do it like they do it in boxing
champion on champion
and put up the belts?
Yes.
Ah, that's what I want to hear.
Yes.
Because you
gonna
that's
make
how they
them fight
do
for the
it.
belt?
I was like, wait, what?
When you win the belt. If they battle each other like in fights,
Take the belt
You
back?
can take it back.
right? You take the belt.
But the thing
He'll get the
is,
title, but you get to hold the belt.
Our belts are more
Got
so.
the name on.
Mine doesn't, but it has the year, and it's more so of a trophy than a.
Right,
actual-
so snatch his
Okay.
ear. Talking that shit.
So what are you saying? That's not good to do that?
It's like it's kind of like saying, if someone wins MVP this year, should him and the MVP of last year battle it out?
Why not?
Like,
I think y'all should
just
do it at the
wouldn't-
end of the year.
I thought it would be dope.
It would be dope as far as the trading of the belts and the look,
Right.
You know, but as far as a sensible level, it just wouldn't make sense. But I mean, if you want to put his belt up, I'll put my belt up too. What's up?
Yeah, because
Right.
in boxing, the motherfuckers still
They
have
started
their
here
belt
first.
at home,
Yep.
but they have to give up the division belt. But they still got that same belt at home.
Yeah, we ain't got all that, man. This
Well,
is battle
I'm
rap.
just saying, because it would be fire. So if you battle Geechee and you win, now you got 2 belts. And then whoever wins 2019, now they got to come and see you and battle you for those 2 belts. Now you got 3.
So
Or
now
you
I
gotta
got
give the 2.
now I got to pull up 2 against the 1 belt.
You're giving him more work.
This
No,
is
but
rigged.
That's how it is.
This is rigged, huh?
That's
It's
how
a
you-
scam.
Nah, but it is. That's how it is with boxing, you know.
They should come up with a GoFundMe or whatever and have money for that, because that would be fire.
Yeah, that is lit. That's a good
That
idea.
would be fire. Now you can walk
You heard it
into the
here
ring,
first
you
on
got-
15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Chill.
Actually, last night on 15 Minutes of Fame,
They
we were
said
just talking about it.
if Red can beat Av and Av killed Gotti, then Red can 3-0 Gotti. But how many times have we seen
You can't.
figuratively?
Av didn't kill Gotti, so that's for one. I don't think Av killed him. I think that was a close battle. Gotti had the best round of the. First of all, the nigga third rounds you just not 3-0 with him with the third rounds he be having. Like, we all know
Gotti
this.
was a great fucking battle.
But yeah, it was a fire battle.
That really was.
so-
And so none of the new guys are your favorites besides Geechee?
Uh,
Well, you said you whatchamacallit, you guys pay attention to A-Ward. Y'all, everybody's rooting for
A-Word
A-Ward.
fire.
What do you think of Loso? Did you, when everybody was saying Loso needs a PG and other people were saying Loso's ready and he doesn't need a PG, how did you feel about that?
I think people was putting a little too much incentive on the title. I just felt like he needed to get the battle out the way, whether it's a PG or not. The battle is going to be the battle. His opponent going to be his opponent.
Facts.
You know, so. And then it's like, it's not like he's really doing, it's just to make sure that he, is literally to make sure that he went through the same doors that the people before him went through. Because
Right.
there's going to be a huge issue with other people after him if he doesn't do a PG.
Facts.
And then, and it's like, you're literally doing one. They're not even, it's not like they're putting you in a PG class where it's like you may not pan out. you're literally doing one PG battle, and we know that you're on the main stage.
And that's it.
It's like this is just we're
like
talking
given.
Loso. Remember when it was the big talk of does Loso need a PG?
Does he
need to do the
deserve-
PG
Right.
just to clear shit?
Just
for
to clear it.
everybody.
It was never a
And
question
he stuck to his
like
guns.
yeah, and he did they opened for Gnome. They opened in Houston
Call
and
it
that
what you
battle was
want.
crazy.
He was on the main stage.
He's on the main
Yeah.
stage,
You
and
can
like
call
you
it
said, when they
PG
gotta
if you
open
want.
up, that energy
Yeah.
matters, and him and Scotty had that energy going for
Definitely
Houston.
did.
Shout out to both of them,
Hey,
man.
Glue Easy, Chef Trez.
Right.
Those are new guys. I like you and Glue Easy.
I hate Glue Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I like Glue Easy as a rapper. I just hate him as a like cause he be
He's mad funny.
he funny as hell, bro. Like,
A lot of
he
people
is
think know he had a
hilarious, bro.
personality like that until some of the
Yup.
interviews and the face-offs, and they
you
were
don't
like,
get that. You don't get that often with the new rap, bro. Yeah, I like Glue Easy, man, but I hate him at the same time.
That's a good matchup.
One day, so.
That
Yeah?
definitely is.
Yeah,
Why?
Glue-
Talk about it on
Glue-
story
no,
time.
He's just funny.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just funny.
Nah,
He's funny.
Unc
And
don't
he
want to
quick.
put that haymaker out there. Like, you know, you try to let that die down.
I'll pull a motherfucker up, Michael, if it's still there. Nah, he's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Glue is hilarious.
And now I know you were proud because I'm not even a battle rapper, and I was proud when they were putting together the different cliques in battle rap, and they were saying like Jersey was pretty much dominating battle rap.
Sure.
And then Jersey's not really a clique. That's what I like. Like, for the most part, we kind of all stayed to ourselves for a very long time. As far as
That
like,
is true though. You
as far
really
as,
don't
like,
see Jersey
being
like
in
that
groups
coming
and shit.
together.
Yeah.
And see, I would have thought you go to Newark, you might catch all of y'all just chilling together outside. Like I figured everybody's cool with each other.
Now we're all cool with each other. We just it's not. First of all, my area is not their area.
Where
of course,
in Jersey are you from anyway?
Avon, Newark.
Newark.
Avon, that
Okay.
area. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, but
All right, yeah, I want to see. I'm laughing right now.
Why?
Where he found the
He
Glue
found
Easy
it.
text
Oh,
message.
shit.
Shout out to Glue Easy, man.
Funny. Yeah, so he winds up calling me after I sent him my number, and he said, "That was your number." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I sent that shit like 3 years ago." He's like, "Nah, I got it off the bathroom wall at Burger King." And so I'm like, "That's funny." And then I said, "It ain't working for me because nobody called." He said, "Because your picture was on there too." Hilarious. It's funny.
He is funny.
funny
yo.
guy.
Glue Easy is definitely funny, man.
I feel like that's the thing too. If you approach a battle funny and then you come into it kind of hard or kind of like it's
Right.
Unbalanced.
yeah, like you
Pat
kind of
Stay.
gotta be funny back.
That's why people don't know what to do with Pat Stay.
it's because it's nothing you can do with that man,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Would you
you
battle
can't
Pat?
say.
He's
Yes,
so
I would
funny.
battle Pat, but I already know going into that battle that it's like the people who like bars gonna say I won, and the people who like
Jokes.
hearing other things like they're gonna say he won because he does that better than anybody. No, and then like say for like a Tay Rock, you know, when he did it in London for a round it worked, but you're not gonna out funny a Pat Stay, man.
But you're funny, like how you are on
Not Pat
Facebook.
Stay type.
Yo,
Right,
I'm not-
right.
no, look,
but see, you
this the thing.
wouldn't
I'm not
translate
funny.
your
People-
personality into battle rap the way you are on Facebook
They
trolling.
don't like me joking in battles. They do not
That's
like
they,
me
that's
joking
they
in
business,
battles,
Jersey.
bro.
No.
For real. People do not want to hear me tell no jokes in battles, man.
They're like, you know what? Stick to just being aggressive, because if you joke, we might really want to fight.
You don't even read the comments. You just be showing them, don't you?
Who, me?
You.
No, I'm looking at some of them.
Okay,
Go
you
ahead.
gotta make sure, because some motherfuckers be white.
Go ahead, sister. Say some of the comments.
Every time I be reading one of them, and she just go show. Like she don't even read the motherfucker.
Oh, the ones that you could,
Right,
that you
the
could
ones
hide.
that YouTube, see, YouTube will like say show or hide. You know what I mean? Depending on what they say. She just be clicking show.
I'll be like, let me
She
see.
don't even read them.
Let me
Could
see.
be like, yo, I'm on my way. I'm gonna kill y'all niggas. Everybody.
She's
die
like, show.
today.
No, there's one fan that comes every week to say he wants to eat V's behind, and I'll be
Sam
like, show,
What's his
let the
name?
world know he's an ass eater.
What?
This nigga said glue would wash red.
He came right in the beginning of the show with that shit.
Oh shit.
What's the craziest YouTube comment you got? We literally had the Goonies here about 2 weeks ago, and I was looking at the comments, and some girl was wilding talking about C3, like she could get all of this, I'll bust it, and I was like, oh my god,
Wow.
I've never seen like a girl be so thirsty on a battle rapper's comment. So what's the craziest thing you've seen? Whether it's thirsty or a hater or like somebody like,
Some
I'm your
funny
biggest
shit.
fan.
I be liking the funny comments. Like, damn, what somebody said? When me and Av battled, they was killing my hoodie. For that battle. They was killing me. I done seen like old red hood longer than a Monday. He got a old red. He said like he got on a Kanye West. It was like it's crazy, bro. They like they look like they arguing about who got the better barbecue recipe. Like they was just cooking me. They just up there cooking us, bro.
That's
like, yo.
That's funny. Like Unc got a kick out of a comment.
Internet undefeated, man.
Unc, when they said Twerk looked like he just ran outside to move his car or something
I
like
seen
that.
that.
Yeah.
They said I seen that. I seen it looked like somebody woke him up like, bro, move your car.
Yeah.
And, he looked like a single mother taking her kids to school.
See, that's some Pat Station.
Right.
Oh,
Then they
bro.
was in here. All of the Goonies was in here chanting Jean Jacket Shook. They were like Jean Jacket Shook.
Yeah.
Jean Jacket Shook.
You had to be
Like
there.
there's so many
Oh, my bad,
random.
the battle's out.
Right.
Now they clipped that. They clipped that though.
Stop it.
It's not in there.
Oh.
I
See,
told,
so
but
nobody gets it
this
then.
is what I
Right.
and this is the thing. I told Suge it wasn't going to be in there.
Wow.
The reason
you know
being-
what? You said it.
On 15 Minutes of Fame in an interview.
In an interview. Did I leave that part?
But I told him
think you said it
though.
in that
I'm like, yo,
interview, too.
they was chanting that right before he rapped. You know how? Oh, round three on X Factor, and they come on saying Jean Jacket shit. That's
Yo,
bias
that's
and
funny.
shit.
Okay.
So I'm
That
like,
should have been
yeah.
the end of before they started.
But it was
his
so
round.
much time before it took so much time for that chant to
It's a
happen.
moment, man. You
But
can't
that's
cut
what I'm
that
saying. I'm
moment
like,
out.
if they would have did the one, you know how they do the certain edits where they're putting up the round one, round two, round three, but the audio is in the background.
Right.
If they had the audio for the Jean Jacket Suge in the background for the round three,
That was a
would've worked.
moment you couldn't delete, man.
Yeah.
They chopped that mother.
And that's something I noticed with the last 2 or 3, I'll say the last 2 years, is that you don't hear the crowd as much on YouTube, which was originally done so that you could hear the bars and you could, get more of the bars. But now us who were just in the building and knew that something was a haymaker, something shook the room, when we don't hear it on YouTube, we're looking like it was so different in the building.
Like
How
the
do you-
appreciation is
Right.
almost
Do you think they
different.
should keep more of the crowd stuff, or like you said, certain things would make us look biased on camera?
My opinion on this, I think we kind of need to go back to the old setup of things, which was like for Gnome 1, where it was pretty much one angle for the battle. It was one main angle, which was the camera was behind the battle rappers and pointing towards the crowd.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and then you that way you can use the audio from the camera itself.
Right.
And you get everything. You get you feel me? You get to pick up everything that's going on in the building. You hear the rappers clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the rappers is wearing mics, but the mics is for the crowd instead of the audio
mics picks
on
up
camera.
everything.
Yeah. That's what I think we should go back to that setup. But it's so much stuff that come into it now with first of all, it's 50 million people on stage.
Let's
talk about it.
Talking about that.
Like, it ain't even no room for I done seen cameramans get pushed off the X. They got an X up there for the cameraman. He like 3 feet behind the X, holding the camera over like Entourage and shit. Like, bruh, it ain't. To me, it's not that deep. Like, first of all, I don't need nobody standing behind me when I'm rapping.
Right. Well, honestly, I'm a fan of having the crowd up there. I'm not a fan of having the whole fucking audience and the fucking crowd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
come on.
And it be a lot of times battle rappers be coming to battles and I'm standing up there with all my bro. You came in here with 40 people.
Right. And you're not battling.
And they will have 100 people on stage.
Yeah, that's too much too. It should be a limit of how much people the battle rapper should bring on stage. He shouldn't be allowed to
like that Born Legacy stage. Everybody was falling off of.
Yeah, and that was a little stage to begin with.
Yep.
So. Yeah, that don't. And y'all know me. I don't give a fuck. I don't understand what's the hype about being on that stage. It's like, my nigga, you don't really get to see the battle. You know, especially when you ain't in the front. And then when you're not in the front, you can barely hear the shit.
That's true.
I feel
like hearing thing trips me the fuck out. Like when we were at Strike, we were literally like right next to the battle happening, and I couldn't hear anything, like nothing. And I'm like, how is this possible?
How is this fun? Like
you literally the best times I've had at battles where I caught most of the bars is when I was in the crowd.
Sure.
Whenever I think Rookies versus Vets was the last time I was like in the crowd. Irving Plaza, I always go on the balcony so I could see everything. Yeah. On stage, I never hear nothing that's going on. I'll hear it, but it's just not the same to me. It's just not the same.
Yeah, if you're a battle rapper and you're up there with your people, it's one thing. I don't know. I've never, even in the crowd, I could be in the back of the crowd. The speakers are there. I could still hear.
Right.
And I got a visual of them doing their performance. So I'm better off. Fuck that stage. Yeah. I think more people want to be on camera.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Like
and it be dudes, grown men. We've had grown men push us out the way because they want to stand next to Smack, and we be like, bro, he's all yours. Please don't push me.
Just don't spill the Henny.
Just don't knock over his drink. Don't steal the microphone, and please don't elbow me again.
And pass the water if you're gonna stand
there. If you're gonna stand there, do something.
Yo, we talk shit so much every time. Like, if you're gonna stand there, Adrian Broner,
do something. Don't mush me, bro. He was the worst on stage.
Oh my God.
But see, back in the day, again, I'm saying it like we so old. P. Diddy used to come. Busta Rhymes was at events. A few years ago, Joe Budden was at the event.
I mean, they just had Mayweather though in Vegas, so at least that was like.
I think it's because they've been traveling so much that's why. Once it's in New York again, it might be a big turnout.
Corey Hicks said, "Oh Red, what was your funniest battle?"
What do he even mean by that?
Like, was the opponent funny?
Yeah, like.
Was it you had fun on stage? I've never seen you in a good mood in a battle. Never. You always look angry. I can't think of you like I've never seen an old Red battle where he was like laughing and shit.
Yeah, I would say probably Cortez. I try to stay away from the jokey joke shit, man. I don't really.
That's not your thing, really.
Like they just don't want to hear it. Like people always tell me on Facebook and shit, like, yo, you need to be funny in your battles, like you funny. I'm like, man, they don't want to hear that.
Right.
They just want to hear it from certain people. A lot of fans literally click on certain people's battles to hear certain things.
Right.
Like, they don't want to hear Math Hoffa rapping how Lux rap.
No.
See, and it wasn't until you put it in that perspective today, because other than that, like what you said with Tay Rock, like you said, he did try little different things, but he probably should have stood to himself. If outside of here, I probably would have said the same thing to you, like, yo, you're mad funny, why you don't joke around with them? But like you said, some people don't want that from certain people.
There you go. Somebody just said it. Got a cookie for you, T. That's probably funny.
The first one was funnier than the Big T one though. The Big Cannon one was funnier.
The Big Cannon one, yeah. So that's I think that's one of your funniest battles. If you really wanna, the next time somebody asks you, there you go.
Oh, they say he laughed in the Daylight battle.
Daylight's funny.
Yo, Daylight's not funny.
Fuck with nobody say that's a classic battle.
Yo, bro, that was the best battle. That shit got like 500,000 views.
See, everybody, that's y'all homework tonight.
That shit is not, and it's the highest viewed battle from the night.
Wow.
Go back and watch that tonight.
An easy 2 million view battle,
bro.
Old Red versus Daylight.
Oh man, they don't want to watch them fire battles, man. I'll be getting it.
They just want to watch Charlie Clips.
Is that?
It's like the bar exams. Charlie Clips episodes are 400,000, but I got fire episodes. You going to bar exam?
Nah, y'all know
they
they
today,
never
brother.
They felt like my knowledge was a little too.
No, because you didn't come. It was supposed to be you, Suge.
Stop saying that, man. You said that about 3 times.
Because that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be in Jersey.
Y'all initially did that and decided to reschedule, and when y'all rescheduled, no one told me about the rescheduling.
That might have been
Call
my
them
fault.
out.
See?
So we're gonna figure it out 2019.
Nah, I'm good now. I'm past that. On
That's
the bigger and better
fucked
things.
He just flashed his ring to you.
Said I already won. What was the game show?
Wildin' out,
for
call
me?
me, man.
I felt
He
like
said Wildin' out, call me,
Steve
man.
Harvey, baby.
I
Steve
felt
Harvey,
like a
call me,
little
man.
kid that his
Family,
father ain't show up to
family
his baseball
feud, call
game.
me.
You left him stranded. He was waiting on the text message.
I seen the episode pop up, man. I think I unsubscribed for like a week.
For real?
Yeah, when that popped up. Fuck out of here.
He wasn't subscribed, gang, at that time.
Get out of here.
And now, see, before we get out of here, guys, besides you guys going back to check every interview that was talked about here today.
Best episode is Marv 1, Question McCody, and Head Ice filmed live in front of an audience in Detroit. That's my favorite episode. Go ahead and finish.
And then 2019, you guys are going to see the bar exam show come back. My question to you, Unc, is on a YouTube scale, is it possible, like he's saying, with these battles that we might have seen them when they came out, new fans didn't. Is there a way for these leagues to re-drop battles?
Hey,
Yeah, but they won't.
nah, yeah, you completely mess up your revenue count. Like a lot of times, I don't know how it is now, but I remember at one point in time with YouTube, you didn't start getting revenue until the video hit a certain amount of views.
Right. And the subscribers now. So if you re-drop it, they'll look at it like you're trying to be funny.
You know what I just thought about? Like just now, like amazing.
Epiphany?
Yes, I was just about to say amazing epiphany, bro. Over it and it will get redone in a band setting.
Red
That'd be
Ill Will
crazy.
in a band setting.
Same rounds though, bro. Don't be because you lost already, so don't be trying to come up with no new shit.
Because you lost.
Yeah,
It's out
And
there
then it's
now.
like, we won't know until it drops.
I think that'll work.
But because it was said here, we need the invite.
Right. We'll work that out.
We'll be there.
I said it, so just invite me.
All right, so I said it. Jersey, we coming.
Wow.
But see, different things like that would be fire.
Yeah, a league won't do that.
Won't
I've done it.
re-drop battles?
But even if you do, you have to chop it up again. You can't put the exact same video up and remonetize.
I used to beg for them to take the battles and make like a DVD for each battle rapper. Like, you know how they have YouTubes of Best of Old Red?
A DVD?
Best of this. If they had a DVD with 5 Old Red battles.
Hit that for me.
What is
did
that?
I not? No, listen, this is crazy. 5 minutes. Look, like 5 minutes.
Those are vibes.
That's the default ringtone. But I don't do all that. Unc be buying ringtones, man.
That was the most peaceful ringtone. You need stuff like
The
that.
crazy thing is,
I think I heard
I kid you
birds.
not. Like 5 minutes before they turned this camera on,
You
I
turned your
said
phone
to
off.
myself, "Let me turn my ringer off."
You did, and you
I
didn't.
answered for whoever this is. Sorry, I had to hang up on y'all.
Oops.
The rudeness. That'd be alright.
Oh, see, I
Man,
told you,
the
you
rappers
seem
is-
laid back. That wasn't laid back.
Your phone is percolating. Shout out to everybody that was tuned in for this lovely Finesse Monday impromptu, because, you know, it's only right. Before y'all go giving away the champion to the next champion, we couldn't go out this week without talking to the original
Facts.
first champion.
Inaugural.
The inaugural.
Yeah.
Oh,
one.
yes, back to the
The
word.
inaugural.
That's why I don't even say it. I'm like, yeah, guys, you got it.
We're gonna have Old Red come and teach us new words every once a month. It's gonna be like,
Wait,
this
what's the
month's
website?
word is
Rhyme?
Rhyme zone.
Rhyme
Rhyme
Zone.
Zone.
You need to hire this man.
Yes.
Rhyme zone.
He's
with
who you need.
Old Red. Have him come in with like a smoking jacket and a pipe.
Exactly.
Sit
Old
in the chair,
Red.
cross legs, read the book. Today's word.
I got some words, man.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
We should make like a battle rap class.
Oh my
to teach
God.
kids.
She said
I
the
like it.
the inaugural Negro Red.
We might have to think about that, Red.
Yes, make sure you follow us.
I gotta get me a blazer with a Kango for that,
I
boy.
can't.
What? Some glasses.
Yo, that'd be hoe.
Now, make sure you guys follow O-Red on all social media. Do you have a YouTube they could subscribe to? Matter of fact, just go to his old battles because these battles need to be seen right now.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't watch.
O-Red 973, right?
Y'all don't watch my battle. See, Unc, what I say? Look at Kev G. What I say they always rhyme my name with.
O-Red, you so dead.
That's what you said earlier.
Y'all
You
terrible.
so
You trash,
dead.
Kev.
Let's
You
come
trash,
up with
Kev. You need to
something
go to
new.
Rhyme Zone. Go to rhymezone.com.
Let's
Plugging
do
the
it.
shit out of them. I know they got more hits in the last week than they probably ever had.
I never
Fans
even
are
heard
making
of that.
fake tweets like saying, "Oh, from Rhyme Zone, like you battle rappers got to
I
pay us
saw
some
that.
homage."
Why they put names out there and shit. It was hilarious.
That is so funny.
The secret's out, guys. Rhyme Zone.
Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. You can find me at the Duchess of Jersey on Instagram. I'm not gonna tell y'all my Facebook because y'all don't need to be on my Facebook.
at O-Red 973 on everything, and Hamid is O-Red on Facebook. HAMIDISZO''RED, because I know some of y'all can't spell.
Right, I'll tag them. I'll make sure I'll tag them when I post everything. V, where they can find you at?
Sitting X Pretty on Instagram and I mean, fuck Facebook, I guess. It's been boring lately, so.
And Finesse and Chill has the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook. Make sure you guys subscribe to 15 Minutes of Fame. Be part of the notification gang so you see every time this pops up. Speaking of that, Ling is going to kill us because I did not send Ling the notification that we were starting.
Follow me on all social media at Anamanana Andandankadana. That's 15 Minutes of Fame.
Calm down, ladies.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you guys stay tuned because he got a battle coming up real soon.
Yeah.
Not coming out, coming up.
Ass
Volume 4, John and Don versus O-Red.
Jonathan and Jonathan.
Thank you guys for tuning in today.
Make sure y'all go on urltv.tv. Go check out the trailers for everything that's coming out and stay tuned on these battles because it's about to get lit for 2019.
Jersey.
Facts.
Jersey. Yes.
Ow. Damn, I missed the Jersey.
Come on, one more time.
1, 2,
Team.
3.
Jersey.
Jersey. Yes.
Ow.
That was
Yeah.
still a little not great, but.